They don't want Minecraft to get litigious for like the same upgrade system. But I feel like that's being overly paranoid. It's true. Yeah, yeah. If anything, there would be. Okay, I need to get pumpkin. If anything, like their issues would be with other established IPs like Harvest Moon or what is the other one? The one that Harvest Moon originally was. The Story of Seasons, story of Friends of Pelican Town. Right. It's Pal World got away with what it did. So from Pokemon, yeah, but from like other game, like all the games that it essentially took its game design from, that's a different story. And their character design, I'm still kind of baffled that they got away with what they did with that. Yeah. It must not have been provable. Or true, maybe. Maybe they can prove. Maybe they were able to prove that it's not. I wouldn't be surprised if they did start with the assets and they're just like, step 1, make a copy. Step 2, modify it. And then, like, when they wanted to say like, here's our fingerprints of our original assets, then they're like, yeah, but that's not on our model. And you can tell it's not on the model because here's like the base of what we started with, and it's identical save for like those copyright identifying markers, which is kind of a high effort way of starting copyright, so it seems unlikely, but maybe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Very much so. I agree. Not that I'm like wanting to be in the habit of like attacking a company, but I mean that's a lie. That's a lie. I don't know why I said that. Um, but when it's that blatant, I just don't care to try. I don't care to like look at it at all. Whatever, man. All right. These over here. I think they got a little bit of a resurgence from. Didn't they just like have some updates or something? Okay, I gotta figure out my focus for today. Got to go visit the traveling cart lady. Sell that. Yeah, that's more than some games that I play regularly. Um, yeah. The I think the thing. I don't need to buy that. I'll do that though. And that. Gonna have to. Um, off my train of thought. All right, I think I remember what it was. I think the thing that has kind of kept Pal World going is it does have that very basic uh, game formula of that so many survival games have. Yeah, it's though I think that game design is so blatantly it gets ripped off so much because people play it, and I don't really understand it. When I played a lot of games that do that well, then there's so many like trash knockoffs, and then knockoffs get played. They get played a lot. Well, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Rust was actually one of the ones that came to mind. Then you got like Daisy or 7 Days to Die or I mean half of the Steam store at this point. Not quite that much, but a good chunk. So I didn't say this when it happened, but I screwed up here. And I went and crafted 120 fertilizer to throw down these crops, and then I forgot to put them down. These got to be gold level crops, so this might not work. No. No. I'll let my mind wander to different things. Oh, if I cared that much, I would not be in a chat channel for people to come in and say hi and chat. That, if it did bother me, it's on me. And it doesn't bother me. But yeah, I done goofed there. Alright, so quick check. Those are winter. I need a bunch of money for that. I need a bunch of money for that. What is it? 25, 35, 40, 250. And I need to get a rice for that. But I could complete that real soon. The apples are on their way. Rabbit's foot's still the kicker. Okay. So that's coop upgrade, wood and stone. We're actually pretty good on wood and stone. So, not enough, but we're pretty good. So I'm gonna go finish those off, and then just start grinding out money as fast as I can. I have to get a rabbit's foot, and it's looking sketchy. That I will. Making it not sketchy. I don't know how I wouldn't. I kind of let my focus go to the wrong places for too long, and I waited too long on that coop. I also missed a couple of days with the traveling cart lady, and I'm only guaranteed that I'll get one of the red red cabbage to show up a year. So there's a chance that I just missed it, and I'm not gonna get another chance. That said, the only one keeping me to a 1-year schedule is me. So I do not have to do that. That is just my own deal. Yeah, self-imposed. Okay. Do I have any trees to cut down over here? No? I think I got enough wood anyway, so let's do... I don't think I'm going to get 5 levels in the mines, but... I can get some slimes, maybe. I've got to get this pickaxe upgraded so I can go through these mines faster. I'm not seeing any more slimes. So I know we talked earlier, but other than all that stuff, how's life going? Okay. Speaking of, I am staying up later than I probably should. I don't want to stop playing. I'll get you. I am at least taking a break from the Pixelmon, which that's been a lot of fun. But I think it would be terrible to stream. It's a mod for Minecraft that basically recreates the Pokemon game within it. And they do a really good job of it. Just like roaming Pokemon around the map. You do the Pokemon battles the exact same way. You can do like the Arceus, go find them and chuck a Pokeball at them. You can craft your own Pokeballs. You gotta go find gyms and get badges. It is randomly generated maps with user-created structures that will randomly fit in. Yeah, so you can, like, you still gotta go find a water gym to get the water badge, but it's not gonna be in the same spot every time. You've gotta find, like, a town on the water. Exactly, yeah. think that might be all the stone and wood I need. I didn't expect to get that. So we might be at the point where we just need to get money. And if that's the case, I'm gonna go back to fishing. I played New Horizon. I don't know if that's the newest one. No, it doesn't have a stock market. Not really, no. I can't think of an equivalent like that. There are certainly things that you can do where you can just basically print and cheese money. But usually it's not something that you can get super quick and easy. It's something that you build up towards and eventually get to. Basically it's the when you get everything unlocked and you have the money and resources to dump into it, you can just start multiplying your money. You know, like real world. Only the rich are allowed to get rich. Okay. I think I'm gonna do maybe 1 or 2 days here. Maybe I'll just finish out this week. That sounds like a good plan. Wait, sell. Call it a day there. Not for the stream, but for the game. Get some water in me. Battle day. Alright. To be honest, I don't really think the luck feature fully functions. Or it has such a minor effect that it feels inconsequential. I got a little dinosaur. Look at him. Alright, I gotta get $14,000. 14,000 gold. Just make it appear. Poof it into existence. Do you like to see those periwinkles popping up for the collectibles there? Still a baby. That means I'll get the raccoon thing done quicker. is making fine coal. There we go. How many of these periwinkles do I have now? 4. Need one more. And now for my great regret. Watering all of the crop. It is a regrettable amount of crops that we must water. And I have only myself to blame. Alright. We gotta double it now. I think, not quite double it, but add it several more with the greenhouse now. We gotta start looking at getting, some sprinklers. And I usually don't bother investing in sprinklers unless there is a specific crop that I need to make sure is watered every single day. And it's a very low number of them. Or I have Iridium unlocked. And I do not. Okay. That's one of crops complete. Now for the greenhouse. This is 120 spots. Sadly, these things are worth so little that they're barely worth putting the time into. And I forgot to fertilize them, so I might not even get the gold required out of it. Okay. Daily chores done. Time to go fishing. Yeah? Still, the novelty hasn't worn off yet? Well, good. Yeah. just for the balance. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna disparage him. I don't know how much thought went uh into that aspect, but seems to have worked. I do know it's definitely not the first one that they've done. They have like Lucky 13 and a they have a couple. I forget what the other one is. There's Dummy 13, which is like the crash test dummy. There's Lucky 13, and then there's I can't remember the other one's name. Yeah. Yeah, it came out really well. Real happy with it. You said you had a statement and a question. Was there a question in there? Oh, I'm doing fine. Fine enough. There's a decent chance that I gave myself heat exhaustion with my AC being out and being a little stingy with using this floor unit thing. Not exactly my smartest move. Oh yeah. So like it's running hard right now. And I've got I had to put on the NVIDIA broadcast to try and cut it out. Oh, Discord has its crisp as well, which is also impacting it quite a bit. But that won't show up on stream. And crisp is good, but it does add a little bit of delay. Yeah. All right. I was just there, and I'm not gonna get there back. Okay. Just had my geodes processed, and they just handed me a few more without enough time to go back ever to get more done. Oh well. I'm actually gonna get out of inventory space here. I'm gonna go rectify that immediately. Yeah, I did it again. So I have noticed that usually at the end of my stream, like when I get, if I'm streaming late, it's pretty frequent for me to start getting quieter and calmer as the stream goes on, which, makes sense. I'm getting tired. I'm usually ending when I'm too tired. But the streams always seem to end at the beach with me fishing in the ocean, listening to the ocean sounds. It's not something I'm planning. It's just happening. We're going to turn them down, though, because they are very loud. Speaking of, earlier I was talking on stream about how I hate audio balancing in, games and apps. How, there's always one that's stupid loud and always one that's stupid quiet. Right now I've got Discord set for, 200%. And I have my audio for the ambient noise in this game set at 5%, and it was drowning you out. I had to turn it down. I hate how ridiculously out of balance audio volume is across different apps and programs. One of my greatest software pet peeves. Oh, definitely. If you want to turn something up to 100% and it's barely putting anything out, and you find out that there's 3 other sliders that are all at 2%, it gets frustrating. I get that. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm already... Yeah, plug in my headset here. It's dying. For Discord specifically, I know it is very quiet. And I have a lot of people at over 100%. But if I wanted to boost Discord itself, there are no other controllers for it other than my system volume. So I routinely have a lot of my games down to 10% or 5% volume, because if I'm having a conversation with somebody, it's the only way I can hear them. Yeah. I get it that it definitely helps with concentration. But I don't know if I could do that normally. My tinnitus will kick in sometimes if there's not enough going on around. I've wondered that for myself. I know there's two different sounds that I'll hear. One of them is like the ringing that everyone describes, like the similar to the sound that you'll hear in like a Hollywood movie when someone is concussed or yeah. Um, then there's another one that I have had for as long as I can remember. I know the ringing one is after working in the laser tag arena with the music playing so loud for so long. That's definitely just hearing damage. But the other one, um, ever since even like when I was little, I what I thought it was I thought I could hear the hum of electronics outside of the range that people can hear. So it was like a very, very high pitch. I don't really know how to describe it. I just described it as like an electronic sound. But it's a very consistent tone. And I kind of like a buzz. Buzz is probably a better word for it. That one, oh wow, fished out a diamond. Nice. That one, the high pitch buzz. I did do some testing as a kid, where like I had somebody go upstairs and turn on like the TV. So it would be like maybe 100 feet away, and it's on silent. It like they muted it, they turned the TV off, and then like they would turn it on, and I'd have to yell when I heard it. And I confirmed that I am definitely hearing something. But now there's so many electronics around that I can pretty much always hear it. And if I can't hear it, then like the tinnitus ringing of like the concussed flashbang sound starts up. So I've always got one or the other. Now what's funny is like if I test my like I did an audio hearing test recently just to see like where I was at, and I have pretty much lost anything above 16,000 hertz. Most people you can hear up to 20,000, up until you're like 20-ish, and then from there you just start losing the high ranges, and it keeps it'll keep going further. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's smart. You work in audio, it's important. Um, it's it's something that like I know I have a bit of hearing damage. It's not too far out of the range of where my hearing should be at this age. Um, but it definitely exists. And learning of it has kind of gotten me to try and be a little smarter about it. But it has left me a bit confused at times about like is that hearing damage? Am I hallucinating sounds? Am I is that tinnitus? Can I actually hear something? I don't know. Yep. That'd be a scary thought. Well, not scary, but like a that would be trippy to have that. Okay, what is the value of all you? We are going to min-max these fish. Anyway, yeah, you were... Didn't mean to cut you off. It's not that sound. I do know that sound. It's not that. Okay. Okay. The electronic buzz thing is much higher. Um, um, it's pretty. It's pretty close to the Hollywood concussion sound, but it has a different shape to it. I guess is how I would describe it. To be honest, I don't know the terminology enough to know what that means. Kind of. It's a I'm gonna go to bed here. I was gonna get that fish, but I won't. Um, it's so the sound in movies. I could kind of imagine what would produce that. Like if you were to try and replicate that for recording, um, so that it could be replayed for other people. Not hear it in your head or hear it in your own ear, but you know what I mean. To make it recordable. Um, the electronic buzz, I can't really picture that. it's like it's almost like what you would expect, the sound that you would imagine if you had a high-speed electronic circuit board that you were actively trying to solder and it started to burn. What you might imagine that sounds like. Where it sounds like the kind of thing that you would expect to happen, like a resonance that you would expect to happen from something that really isn't supposed to be making noise, and it's just doing it at a stupid high frequency. And it's not supposed to be doing it, but because it is, it's probably being damaged in the process. Something like that. Like I have been able to confirm that, like, I can definitely tell when, I don't know, I used to anyway. I used to be able to tell when an electronic of some kind was being turned on or off. So, like, I was definitely hearing something, but what exactly that was is very unclear, because there shouldn't be any sound. It's not anything the speakers are producing. It's not anything that is, resonating or moving. There's no moving parts. There's nothing changing other than, like, electricity flowing through wires, and I'm definitely not hearing, like, the electrons flying through the copper. That's not it. But there is definitely something being recognized when it happens. So I don't know. It's like the concussed sound, but higher pitched, and it has a similar quality to it, but it's a higher pitch, and it sounds like it's not filtered in a way of, like, some kind of electronic filter or some kind of, like, audio filter that you might put on, but like it's like the concussion sound is coming through a funnel that's meant to shape the sound, and the electronic sound doesn't have that. It sounds more raw. I don't really know beyond that what it would be, how to go beyond that to describe it. Yeah, it's a little weird. A little weird. I'm not 100% convinced that I'm not just, like, hallucinating audio. I know that I will hallucinate smells on occasion. And that's because of, like, chemical damage, that I go so long without smelling things that the brain just kind of, like, if it thinks it should smell it, it will start I'll start having that. I'll start smelling it even if it's not there. Yeah. The worst part about that is that if I get a smell stuck in my head and if I'm checking for a smell, I will smell it, whether it's there or not. So if something is like it's kind of weird that it is. I won't smell it the instant of it, but like if I'm checking for it, the first smell is probably safe. After that, um, I like the more times I keep checking, or the more areas I keep checking, eventually my brain's gonna start producing that smell, thinking that I smell it, and then it will I'll smell it everywhere. And it doesn't matter what I'm smelling, or if I go to a completely different area. It's like it gets stuck in my nose. You know what the worst one was? I had to do some cleaning of my garbage can because it got infested with maggots at one point. And for about 3 months, and still occasionally, I will just the smell, the actual smell was bad enough that the garbage can is outside, and I was starting to get whiffs of it in the kitchen. And because of that, the entire area got salted, bleached, uh, insecticide, everything that you could throw at it was thrown at it. And there has not been a problem there for ever since I did that. But because that smell was so bad, and I am paranoid about that smell happening again, now just occasionally I'll just randomly smell maggots somewhere. And I won't even be at home. I'll be I might be driving in the car or something, and I'll just get a whiff. Or I'm at out having dinner or something, and then I'll just get a whiff of it, and I completely lose my appetite. Good news with that is that it does gradually become less and less frequent with time, but still getting little bits and pieces of it 6 months later, driving me crazy. Oh shit, did I sell the salmon? I sold that salmon, didn't I? Dang it. I totally sold that smoked salmon. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to get another one. Grossed out now? Well, that's good. Okay. Well, I will keep that in mind. I will not describe my injuries. Fucking cringe, bro. All right. Good to know. Thank you. You have a good one. Okay. Now it's just you and me, chat. I think that ding. Yeah, we got our 25 gold for Pierre. So now we can just give him the 25 cheapest gold produce we've got. So I might. Oh wow, I left that there. You know, I don't remember if I did that today or yesterday. All right, I think we're gonna throw down a lot more bok choy here, just to try and squeeze it in before the changeover of season. We got to use our smoker a bit here. Oh, I don't have my coal. I mean coal. I think we've got a decent little backlog of coal now for Amaranth. I don't think counts, so we're gonna sell that. I think we got a decent little bit of coal now. We can start really getting in on that dehydrator, that smoker. Oh, we still need 2 gold amaranth. There we go. All right. Put that in there. And I usually put the cloth in with the metals. I don't know why I do that. I'm going to put it over here this time. Sunday, we got to go... Right. I'm going to do a quick run. I know I still got to water the... Here, how long do I have on that? I got time. No rush. I'm going to go buy another, I don't know, 25. Bok choy. I'm definitely getting tired. Where are my... Right, I already broke all the geodes. I didn't need geodes. I need to go back. Can I still get there? No! I missed it. It's alright. We'll go see what that quest was on the quest board. We'll exchange this. Oh. That's neat. Thank you for not judging me, Penny. You're a sweetie. Can't do that one because you're standing guard over the trash can. Looking for a ripe eggplant. Leia, I can do that. There, those will finish growing before before the end of the year. Now we gotta go to Traveling Cart Lady. I got a fancy new bed. Ooh. Oh, right. I stopped looking at where I was going. And I hit that wall. That must really only drop like once a week. It's really rare. And I gotta get you a smoked salmon. I might look at cranberry seeds, ling cod, truffle oil, spicy eel. I don't need any of that. Salmon. I don't have a way to look that up in game when you can catch them, can I? Just hope I get one. Really hope I get two. Because I know there's a recipe that needs salmon. Salmon specifically. Worst case scenario... Ooh, that's new. Worst case scenario, I will build a fish pond and breed them. Which is real... There we go. There's a salmon. Give me another. Having that box of fish is why I have... That's why I have a whole bunch of single fish. So that I can just use them for producing more in the fish pond. I don't want to wait for that season to come around again. Alright. Maybe we can get lucky with more salmon. I don't know if they... They might stop at 7 p.m. We can try. Worst case scenario, I'll just save that salmon till I got a fish pond. So I think this might be where I call it. End of the week here. 10 o'clock, I'll go up, I'll smoke the salmon, I'll come down and I'll give them to the raccoon. We'll call it a day there. And if I've got any super valuable fish. I will smoke those as well. What do I need to get Leia? Eggplant. She's going home, though. I can't give it to her now. Or tomorrow. Next stream, if I remember. Yeah, I think we're out of salmon now. Try a couple more. You got another hour. Give yourself another hour. Well, it's not the ocean this time, but it is another stream ending with fish. I don't know what I meant to do. That time I heard the audio skip. Okay, we'll call it there. We'll go smoke a salmon. We'll deliver it to Mr. Racoon. And that'll be another day. Ooh. So we'll give him this salmon. Put that in there. Oh, I do have 2 salmon. Okay. Do a little organization while we are wait. Oh, shoot! I've got all the boxed toilet water. Shoot. They'll be fine if they're not watered for a day. Or I'll just leave myself a mess going to bed at 11:50. I don't know how long that smoker actually takes to run either, so we'll give it the time to finish. All right. I know that raccoon stays out there all night. Okay. And these box boy. Already got the grounds watered, so that's just free. Go. Chubs are not worth smoking. Do that. Let's go recycle this. Ooh, do I want to make this run? I think I can. Right? Yeah, I can. Smoked sub? Wait. Was it just a smoked fish? Okay. Well, he got salmon. Here we go. 150. Alright. So, next stream. Oh wow, we made really good money. So, goals. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. We need to get truffle. We get a truffle. We get a deluxe coop to get a rabbit. To get a rabbit's foot, hopefully. Um, yeah, that should do. We got to buy rice to make the maki roll. And then with the truffle, the egg, and the fiddlehead fern will finish that request board. We'll need to make a bunch of money for the vault. Unlocking the vault will give us. Oh, what did we say it was? 42,500. That'll get us to desert. We can get the sandfish. The vault repairs the bus, which lets you go to the desert, which lets you fish for the sandfish, and also a lot of other things. That will resolve that. And then the sandfish will finish the coop or finish the water tank area. The winter crops, winter forageables will finish the bridge repair, which is a pantry or the I don't know what the other room is, kids' room or something like that. And then we need a rabbit's foot for the that's the blacksmith room, the furnace room. No, the furnace room is I'm forgetting. But anyway, we're getting close. We're getting very close. And that rabbit's foot is going to be our sticking point, but we will see what we can do with it. Hopefully we can get lucky. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night. So, those of you that watched, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.